You good?
Sure.
You guys ready?
Yes.
Because with planning board, it's pass a resolution and all that.
At this time, I'd like to call the regular meeting to order.
Yeah.
The time now is 7:01. Requirements of the Sunshine Law have been met. Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Can I ask everyone to join me in a moment of silence? Thank you. Roll call.
Committeeman De Silva.
Present.
Committeeman Eckert.
Present.
Committeeman Henley.
Present.
Committeewoman Hines. Present. Mayor Wisniewski.
Present. Approval of tonight's agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
De Silva.
Yes.
Eckert.
Yes.
Henley.
Yes.
Hines. Yes. Wisniewski.
Yes. Approval of our meeting minutes, the regular meeting minutes, the closed executive session minutes, and workshop session minutes for January 15th of 2019.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
De Silva.
Yes.
Eckert.
Yes.
Henley.
Yes.
Hines. Yes. Wisniewski.
Yes. At this time, I will open the meeting to the public for comment on agenda items. There being no comment, I will close the floor to the public. Old business, we have a solicitor update on the Carty-versus West Hampton Township lawsuit.
Thank you, Mayor. So we received the executed settlement agreement from the plaintiff. It contains all the agreed-upon terms and conditions, namely the payment of $500,000. We've authorized Mr. Birchmeyer to execute the agreement, and to my understanding, he will be executing the agreement tomorrow.
Is there any action that the board is going to have to take on this?
No.
Okay, thank you. Ordinances. Ordinance 1-2019. Ordinance to authorize the termination of easements and to execute the termination of easement agreements on Block 201, Lot 7.01. This is the first reading. The ordinance terminates easements which were created nearly 30 years ago when the properties were undeveloped. It is a requirement for the recording of the subdivision for the new Wawa project to terminate them since they are not usable.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
De Silva.
Yes.
Eckert.
Yes.
Henley.
Yes.
Hines. Yes. Wisniewski.
Yes. Resolution 3519, payment of vouchers. This resolution approves the payment of bills through February 5th, 2019.
So moved.
Motion is made by Committeewoman Hines.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
De Silva.
Yes.
Eckert.
Yes.
Henley.
Yes.
Hines. Yes. Wisniewski.
Yes. The following resolutions, 36-19 through 40-19, will be voted in one motion. They include Resolution 3619, cancel taxes due to a disabled veteran. Resolution 3719, appointing an alternate fund commissioner. Resolution 3819, refund and cancel taxes due to a disabled veteran. Resolution 3919, contact person for the EPL attorney consultation service. And Resolution 40-19, authorize interlocal service agreement. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussions? Roll call.
De Silva,
Yes.
Eckert,
Yes.
Henley,
Yes.
Hines. Wisniewski.
Yes. Committee liaison reports. Do we have any reports from the liaisons to their departments? No.
No.
Okay, I have something for West Hampton Township Emergency Services. Smoke detector inspections for real estate closings are now available online for easier registration. Also, to let the committee know, the rescue tools have been received through the FEMA grant, and the department's been training with them, and they've been put into service. And finally, on February 13th next week, the department will be doing a presentation called After the Fire for seniors at Rancocas Valley High School. You may recall there was a devastating fire at Seton Hall College a few years ago, and this presentation actually includes 2 men that survived that fire. The purpose of the presentation is to prepare students about to leave for college the importance of fire safety. The department has been very passionate about bringing this presentation to RV, and this year they will be presenting that to the seniors. So I wish them well in the presentation next week.
Thank you. I have no updates on the police or courts. Dates to remember: February 19th, 2019, at 7 p.m. is our next week's West Hampton Township Committee meeting. It'll be preceded by our budget discussions, which will be at 5:30. March 21st, 2019, is our elected officials seminar at O'Connor's in East Hampton at 5:30. And Friends of the Rancocas Nature Center fundraiser dinner is March 30th, 2019, at 7 p.m. At this time, I'll open the floor to the meeting for public comment. I think you gotta press
You have
it.
to press it and
until it
hold
turns
it
green.
until the green light comes on.
Evening, Gary Barbarian, 138 Winstead Drive. Just wanted to share some observations. I did attend several of the Willingboro MUA meetings. I really wish one of you would show up as well. On 31 December, New Year's Eve, at 10 a.m. is when they had the rate increase hearing. That rate increase did go into effect. So those of us that are serviced by the Willingboro MUA, our MUA service fees, etc., have increased. The reason why I think it might be helpful for one of you to show up is because during the public comment portion of that meeting, to his credit, Mayor Nook does represent his constituents pretty well there. And one of the things he brought up in front of the commissioners there was he actually talked about seeing if they could abolish the agreement where we, in our district, pay the same rate as Willingboro. They said they would entertain that. Now, I couldn't address him because it's a public hearing. I had to address my remarks to the board. And I'm the only one from West Hampton in the entire meeting that day. My remarks to him were, I just want the board to take into consideration that those of us that live in West Hampton are bearing some of the burden on behalf of all of Willingboro when we host county buildings on our township property. Well, we can't raise revenue off of those. So who knows what's going to happen there. They had the reorganization meeting on February the 1st. So they did elect a new chairman, and they have a new vice chairman as well. There was a bit of drama at that meeting. The term of office expired on 31 December for one of the commissioners. They still allowed that person to vote. To abstain from the vote, I think you'll see what's going to happen there. Like I said, we have a voice but no veto there, right? So it's really helpful if someone besides myself, and I'm a nobody, that shows up at these meetings. So I really would encourage, some of you or one of you to possibly consider attending. Now, they're not very convenient because they're at 4:30 in the afternoon, right? but that's the way that they have it set up. I have the schedule of the meetings, if you want to accept them for dates to remember in case any other citizen wants to show up. I'll make a deal with anybody. Show up at the meeting, I'll take you out for a glass of wine afterwards. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comment from the public? There being no other comment, close to the public for comment. Township committee member comments.
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. It's muchly appreciated, and that everybody drives home safely.
Guess it's my turn. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out. It's not a large crowd, but it's still, nice to have everyone here. To address the comments made a little bit earlier, I agree. I think that one of us should be there. I'll try to reach out to Mayor Knox and get some feedback from him. But no, I don't need the wine. But I think that you are correct with saying that one of us five should be there. So we'll overlook that and we'll come to some type of agreement, whether it's me, John, whoever. But we'll see you there next time, one of us.
I just want to express my appreciation for our first responders. Just a few weeks ago, they were called to a fatal car crash on Rancocas Road where a young man lost his life. And then just a few days later, they were called to a fire in Mount Holly. It's unimaginable what they face. So I was thinking, we're all at Wawa, we're all at ShopRite, we see them come in and out. Just take a moment to thank them because they are going to be there for us when we call. So thank you, and please extend it to your departments as well. Thank you.
I remember when I used to go first, and the first thing that I always did was thank the residents for coming out. I told the department heads to keep up the good job. Now, batting cleanup, it seems like everybody keeps taking that away from me, so.
And that's a low-hanging fruit.
So when I do want to at least copy what they say, and for the residents that do come out or take time to watch this broadcast after the fact, thank you for taking the time out of your day to at least put an ear in West Hampton and see what's going on. Obviously, the department heads, everybody keep up the good work. Parker, I want to thank you for what you did as far as servicing that light out there over at the American Legion. It was something that needed some attention. I know we just discussed it on a preliminary level. You went out of your way to take care of that. So I definitely want to say thank you. And the only other thing that I have, I'm sorry. Gary, what I'd like to do is reach out to find out who the chairman is over there on their board. Maybe see if we can have a sit down. If I can get something on the books, I'll reach out to you, see if you're available. I know that you take it very seriously, and I think that you being there would be an asset. So let me see what I can find out. And who is it? Yeah, we'll see what we can do and try to get some information. And I just wanted to remind anyone, if you have any friends that are parents or maybe you have some friends that are in middle school, we do have that essay contest for Black History Month that's over in the grades 6th through 8th. Submissions are due on February 5th. February 12th at 5 p.m. We encourage anyone and everyone to submit something. And on that note, I'll entertain a motion to... You got something for me, Jim? Good? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Meeting's adjourned.